Welcome to Agoracom, the small cap epicenter and Agoracom TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show that brings you the best press releases out of the small cap world every morning at the open, so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe even find your next great small cap investment. Now, it's Tuesday, April the 8th. I've got 5 great press releases for you, 2 from the U.S., 3 from the Canadian side. Let's start off first with the U.S. because they involve substantial contracts. First up, BioShaft Water Technologies trades on the OTC under the stock symbol BSHF. They announced a $56 million contract for Baghdad wastewater treatment. This is using their patented technology, the HANDS BioShaft system. It's been selected as the sole provider of 13 domestic wastewater treatment plants in the municipality of Baghdad in Iraq. This is a contract that's valued at $56 million. It was signed between the municipality of Baghdad and FPS International, which is a licensee of BioShaft, but nonetheless a great sale for both of them. Manufacturing is expected to begin in mid-2008. That's really quick. FPS, the licensee, will be responsible for construction and installation of the BioShaft system. As you can imagine, the Iraqi water system and sanitation network is in critical state of disrepair. Pick any number of reasons, but we know what they are. As a result, right now, less than half of Iraq's population can claim reliable access to potable water. Estimates from the World Bank predict a total cost, according to the company, in the next few years around $5 billion improvements to water, sanitation, and waste. A little bit about the company here. It's patented in the United Kingdom and patent pending in the United States, but right now, to date, there are more than 30 HANDS BioShaft domestic water treatment plants in use throughout the world. They closed yesterday at $1.60. Good news out of them. Next up, Cavico Corp trades on the OTC under CVIC. They announced the signing of a $9.5 million tunnel construction contract for the Hoi Cang hydro plant, and I think that is in Vietnam. This is with their subsidiary, Cavico Transportation. It's a wholly owned subsidiary. They signed the contract for the tunnel construction, valued at $9.5 million. The power plant is expected to generate about 520 megawatts of power upon completion, and is anticipated to be one of the 4 largest hydropower plants in Vietnam. Gives you an indication of how big this is. They've already initiated the process, and they're saying that upon completion, they're expecting to receive additional work on this project. As you can imagine, Cavico is focused on large infrastructure projects, including hydropower, dam, bridges, tunnels, roads, you name it, but they obviously have one successful deal under the belt already. They're headquartered in Hanoi. They've got about 3,000 employees worldwide, and they closed yesterday at $1.50. Something interesting here, they just started trading out April 3rd, so this looks like a new deal on the OTC. Switching over to the Canadian markets, Timmins Gold trades on the venture under TMM. They announced a pre-feasibility study confirms the economic viability of their San Francisco mine in Sonora, Mexico. The company has filed their NI 43-101 report. Management is very pleased with the results of the study, as it demonstrates the strong economics of the project. In particular, the conclusion and recommendations from the consultants state the following. I'm going to read this word for word. Timmins should proceed with the development of the San Francisco open pit mine, crushing, heap leaching, and gold recovery plant as described in the preliminary feasibility study. Given the amount of work conducted previously at the project on the known exploration areas of mineralization, the property should be regarded as an advanced stage exploration project with significant economic potential. That's word for word from the consultant, so you've got to take that with a great deal of gravity. An idea of the mineral reserves there right now: high-grade crusher feed, 403,000 ounces of gold; low-grade crusher feed, 132,000 ounces; low-grade leach, 75,300 ounces. Also important to note here that the pre-feasibility study base case economic model has been built on a variable gold price that averages $686 per ounce. That's 31% below the current spot price of approximately $900. So in fact, significant more upside for this project over the life of the mine if gold can retain that $900 level or even higher. So congratulations to our friends at Timmins Gold, Bruce, Arturo, Mike, and Alexei, better known as the Italian-Mexican-Greek connection there. Good job, guys. They closed yesterday at $1.28. Next up, Grade Resource Corporation trades on the venture under GYD. They announced that they intersected 24.5 meters, grading just under 6.1 grams per ton of gold. This is at their La India gold project. Again, mine in Sonora, Mexico. These are assay results from their first 8 reverse circulation holes drilled in 2008. Here are some of the highlights. Hole 08, 278, that's the one we just talked about. Hole 08, 283, 9.1 meters, grading 5.39 grams per ton. And hole 08, 281, 3 meters, grading 9.5 grams per ton. Intersection of these holes are all in the same geological position and confirm a high-grade area that can be correlated from hole to hole. According to the company, closed yesterday at 45 cents. Next up, Great Panther Resources trades on the big board, Toronto Stock Exchange, under the stock symbol GPR. They announced record output is continuing with 431,000 ounces of silver equivalent in first quarter production. Operations improved at both of their 100% owned Mexican mine, and quarterly production records are still being broken. Here are some of the highlights. Highest ever metal production, 431,639 ounces of silver equivalent. That's a 24% sequential quarterly increase. That's pretty good. And 36% quarterly increase year over year. In that silver equivalent, let's break it down. 285,000 ounces of silver, 1,600 ounces of gold. I'm rounding a little up and down here. 478,000 pounds of lead and 523,000 pounds of zinc. They also had a new record for total production for silver, records for silver and gold production from the Guanajuato mine, and record for silver and lead production at Topia. I also took a look at their last press release, March 31st. They announced their full year 2007 results. They achieved their first mining profits, and revenues increased by more than $10 million. So Great Panther is obviously doing some really good things. Looks like they're on their way. They closed yesterday at $1.29. And finally, one stock halt to talk to you about. This is Abatex Resources, trades on the venture on the stock symbol ABE. They were halted at 9:20 this morning at the company's request, pending news. So that's a wrap for the day. As always, if you're looking for more great small cap news, don't forget about the Agoracom marketplace. Close to 90 companies now listed by industry and exchange with great concise descriptions so you can quickly find the one that's best suited for your portfolio. That's a wrap. Have a fantastic day. Talk to you tomorrow.